Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. We're on to the divisional round now, 2 steps away from playing on the biggest stage in sports. It's the Dolphins going up against the Chiefs.
All right, Larry, from one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Coming up, it's divisional round Saturday, and we've got an AFC battle on tap between the Miami Dolphins and the Kansas City Chiefs. The first of 4 berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway. And that'll carry over the... back line of the end zone for a touchback. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Bulldozes past him, and they're able to get this one across the 35. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Back to throw here. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. Give him 8 on the play, and it'll be second down.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
He'll drop to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. Being chased out left. And some space here. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City first down. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take it down to the 30-yard line. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Oh, design run for their wideout. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth. Well, you can see what they wanted to do. They wanted to set up the screen there, but it got blown up.
It's hard to run that play if you're not getting a lot of pressure at the quarterback because the space doesn't open up. They were able to read that one and slow it down and stop it before they could get a first down.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on fourth. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a first down.
Ooh, that's taking a real chance on the opening drive of the ball game. I get wanting to be aggressive, but you don't want to leave your defense in a bad spot right away. Fortunately, they're able to convert here on fourth down.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. To the right side, he's got Cooper. It's complete. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Bust through the tackle. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Denzel Perryman able to drop him for a loss of 4.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
They'll try to capitalize on play number 11 of this opening drive. 3rd and goal. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I can't say that I was really in love with the play call there. A draw in that situation, I know it's a risk-reward call. If it works, he walks in. But otherwise, you're bringing up a really tough 4th down situation.
Well, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. A great effort there. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs take it right down and score on the opening drive. And his kick is good to make it 7-0 KC. Lutz now to kick this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. They'll start things on first with Tariq Cohen, and he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
And frankly, Brandon, we're talking about things I'm not sure we ever thought we'd talk about in the NFL, and a lot of that is the speed at the linebacker position. A lot of these guys in college They were safeties. They moved them up to outside linebacker to combat the spread offenses, and now we're seeing it in the NFL. Those same guys using their speed to make plays in the backfield, similar to that one.
Now a second down throw for Winston. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's caught at the 25. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A big play there. 77 yards. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying up this football game. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior, big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards. Getting the sense, Charles, are going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far is working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. And now here's a carry heading left. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, second down. Well, they know how to protect the pass, but sometimes cornerbacks, they can also stop the run, can't they?
Is that what we call a complete corner? Yeah, because we're so used to these guys just being defenders in the pass game. How about the guys who can come up and make the tackles? That's what we just saw there for no gain, too.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be brought down at about the 33-yard line. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
He could muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a 3rd and very short. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. He can run for it, and he will. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a first down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Looking left side, he's got it. Complete. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Brandon, they didn't get everything they wanted out of that play, but the tight end did. And I don't mean it in a positive way. Great job of him holding on after absorbing that big hit.
Now a handoff here to his running back, and he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a first and goal.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, and now and he's in for the score, and his spectacular season continues as he ties the NFL touchdown record.
He is phenomenal.
And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
They begin the drive on the ground with Cohen. And some room to work. He finds an opening past the 40. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. A big play there off the option. 44 yards on the ground. First down, Winston. Throw right side, going to be taken in by Henderson. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
This is Cohen, and he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
Well, we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
2 minutes to go here in the first half. Back with more AFC playoff action after this timeout. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. A first down throw for Winston. The screen pass here to Cohen. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
Bet you're going to tell me good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. Call it an 8-yard pickup, and it'll be third down.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
And an extra DB here for the Chiefs on third down.
Pass situation.
From the gun, Winston. Flush to his right. And he's got it. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. They come out here in the I. They'll send Beckham alone to the left side. They'll run for it with Tariq Cohen. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal. They try again with Cohen. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on second down and short. What I like to see.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. On third down, it's Cohen, and he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. A great play there as the first half is winding down, and the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This will be fielded at the 8. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. And out come the Chiefs now. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Over the middle, Amari Cooper, it's complete. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This to equal Matt Prater's record. It's a 64-yard attempt. And that is no good. So it's on to halftime of this AFC divisional round matchup, as we'll send you down to Orlando, where Larry Ridley has our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You've got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
On 1st and 10, Winston. And Barnage has it on the right side. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. A gain of 6 there on first.
Looked like the screen pass was taken away there, and that was a nice job of improvising, but it's not normal. Usually when the screen pass is taken away, you're taught to just throw the ball at the ground at the feet of the receiver so that you don't get it intercepted and just start over, but he ended up finding another receiver.
Second down, Winston. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he takes this one just shy of midfield all the way to the 49. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
That was a beautifully executed screen pass. Let the rushers get upfield. The blocking forms in front, lofted it to the runner, and now not only does he have open space in front of him, he's got an escort as well, and they pick up big yardage.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
If you're the coaching staff upstairs, you might want to file that play away. Did you see how fast the safety closed on that one? Coming up in run support, made a big-time tackle. You might want to try and check into a pass next time.
Yeah, got him for a loss. Really, really great play defensively. Now Jameis on second down. Escaping the pressure right. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16. They'll need to get the play off quickly. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16. And the wideout in motion. 3rd and long for Winston. Forced out to his left. Now he'll go deep down the middle. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. That had disaster written all over. You've got a right-handed quarterback rolling left and throwing it pretty far downfield.
It's really difficult to do, to try and get your body twisted around into the proper position and get anything on the ball as you heave it downfield. And that's what it actually turns into, a heave. And that's not really a good throw, is it?
Not good, and we saw the result. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. A gain of 6 there on first.
Nice play call, a little bit of play action right there. If you can get those linebackers to freeze for just a split second, that's usually all the room you need in order to get it to your tight end.
Second down now after the pass completion. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first.
Whether it's what we call an even front or an odd front, and an odd front's real easy to figure out. If that guy is lined up over the nose of the center, typically that's an odd front defense. Odd number of people, meaning 3-4 versus the 4-3, which is an even front. You've got to control those guys in the middle. Whether it's the nose or the two defensive tackles in a four-man front, if those guys can't get moved, you cannot run the ball in the middle of the field. And in that play, they were able to actually take care of business.
And to give this time to the tailback. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
A handoff as they run the counter play. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31. Defensively, they rally quickly after the broken tackle. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down.
One thing that's really difficult for an offense is often identifying how to block a 3-4 defense. Well, when they're coming on a blitz, even more difficult. They're elusive targets and hard to hit.
The Chiefs on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. The tight end changing his position. On third down, he'll drop to throw. And he's got some space here. And he slides to avoid the hit. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City first down.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
And able to work his way down to the 16. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. We're back now in KC. All even as we get ready to start the fourth. Three yards remaining here on second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
Let's face it, when you have a guy who can pick up those types of runs and keep the chains moving or stay ahead of the chains, you're making everyone else on offense happy because you're opening things up to allow for a whole lot of different play calls.
Now, this will be the 9th play on this drive. They'll set up a throw. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. Lutz now to kick this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. And out come the Dolphins now. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. They'll start with a give to Cohen. And some room to roam now. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33.
Now, that's a run that warms a play caller's heart because you're actually set up to do whatever you want on offense. You can come right back and run essentially the same play because you have momentum, or you can fake that running play and throw something deep over the top, or you now feel like you have an extra down to play with because if you go ahead and just throw it and you don't get it, come back and try and pick it up on 3rd down.
Jameis to throw it. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. He'll be tackled shy of the 35. Pretty shifty footwork, but didn't buy him much. Only a yard there. Sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up 3rd. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. The play clock's running down. Here's Winston. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Kevin King with a pick, and the return stops at the 39-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
And they'll start this drive with very good field position. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And an alley to run. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. That goes for a Chiefs 1st down, 14 yards.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. A handoff as they run the counter play. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Decent start defensively to this series. They've got to stop them here and get this ball back.
I like the way you phrase that, partner. Decent start, but now it's got to be more about the ball. It's all about the ball, getting it away from them because making good tackles is one thing, but the clock will run out on you. You've got to have the football back for your offense.
So now 11 yards to go for this offensive unit. It's 2nd down. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up. And the offense here just looking to stay in bounds, complete the short passes, and put this game on ice. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. And the defense is going to let him think about it a little as they use their second timeout here. So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to perhaps salt this one away. And Lutz's kick is good. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So a big one there as that gives them a little cushion.
And you know, here in the fourth quarter, the fact that they were able to bleed some time off the clock and put points on the board, even if it's only 3, that could turn out to be the drive that ultimately wins them the game.
This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And then finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something
Heads up.
to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. And he motions the wide receiver. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. So that one will be accepted. So the D-line's going to spread out. They go play action here on first down. Launching one for Henderson. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 18. Agreed, that's twice now in this fourth quarter.
As a quarterback, a lot of times you think it's all on you to make plays when you're losing. And here, the play's not there, but he throws it anyway.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. And now just 3 seconds before the 2-minute warning, they're going to call a timeout here defensively. And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning. Now they try the right side here. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. The Chiefs on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This time it's 3rd and 3. He'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. And he's able to get up here to the 26. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
And partner, I would guess that in his headset, he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the first down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
And now before this 4th and 2 play comes to fruition, they're going to think about it and call a timeout as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. Here's Drew Kaiser now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. He'll send this one into the Midwestern air, and it's a good one. And 9 yards there on the return following a punt of 47. And it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't, and a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to end up with a nickname after something like that, some Big Jelly or something like that.
Now Winston. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. Winston. He finds Beckham complete. 23 yards on the play. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Now Winston. He's going to let it fly. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, they really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone, and especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
Winston to throw. Flushed out right. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. And he's going to be marked down deep into Kansas City territory. And looking at it from the perspective of the